Hi guys! So today's video is going to be an everyday makeup look using 100% drugstore products. I feel like there's so many great drugstore products out there, especially now. There's so many new ones out. So I've just been trying out and playing with a bunch of new stuff, and these are the things that I have been loving for a long time or have recently loved. But yeah, so I have some NYX stuff, some Maybelline stuff, some L'Oreal, some e.l.f. stuff. I have all kinds of stuff. So yeah, let's just get on to the tutorial. Alright, so I'm starting off with the new L'Oreal Infallible foundation. I did a whole first impression on this foundation, so if you want to watch it, I will leave the link down below for you. I'm just putting a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'm going to apply it with my Real Technique sponge. I know I always use this, but it's just my favorite way of applying foundation. Alright, so foundation on. Now I'm going to conceal under my eyes, and I'm going to use this. It's the Master Conceal by Maybelline. It's a new one. I like this. I've tried it a couple times. It's just, I think it oxidizes or something because it starts off looking pretty light under my eyes, but throughout the day it kind of, I don't know, it just looks almost dark under there. So I'm going to put this on because it has really good coverage. But I'm also going to put a little bit of the Brightener Age Rewind just to kind of add some brightness under there too. But this is really good. It's a really heavy concealer and doesn't crease, so I really do like it. Yeah, so it just does a good job of hiding dark circles but also brightening with the other stuff. So, and I don't need to set my face with this foundation because it's a matte foundation, but I do have to always set my under eyes, so I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Powder in 110 Porcelain. It's a very light powder and it has little flecks of shimmer almost in it, so it looks really nice under the eyes. Just my favorite under eye setting powder, and I'm using the e.l.f. small taper brush. I love this brush. I won't use anything else for setting my under eye concealer. Alright, I'm going to go in with some bronzer. I'm using the NYX matte bronzer, and this one's a light one. I'm just going to kind of warm up my face a little bit and maybe contour a little bit too. I'm using the Real Techniques contour brush and the Real Techniques blush brush. I love this brush as a bronzer brush. Alright, for blush I'm using the e.l.f. blush palette. And I'm going to use this top one right here. It's just a really pretty natural looking blush. And these are really pigmented though, so don't use too much. And I'm using the e.l.f. blush brush. Alright, next I'm going to do my eyebrows. I am going to use the NYX Eyebrow Gel. This is in blonde. It's a really nice brow gel from the drugstore. So these are finally available again. I know they've been around for a while, but they're finally coming into stores, so I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand and kind of work from there. You only need like a tiny bit. That'll be too much for both my eyebrows. I'm just using this tiny little angled brush. And then this stuff is like definitely waterproof, like it's not going anywhere. Look at that. The makeup wipe, it's just not going anywhere. So you definitely don't need to do this step, but I'm going to add the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper just to kind of make them look a little more natural. So I don't really like that really defined eyebrow. I don't know. Alright, so on to eyes. I love this e.l.f. Prism palette in Naked. It is a beautiful palette. They're all shimmery shades, but there's no like glitter in them. They're just so pretty. They're just super pretty and pigmented, and I just love using this palette. But since there isn't any matte shades in this, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Mineral eyeshadow. This one right here. And this one is What's Your Name? It's just kind of a pretty taupey color. I don't know, it'll just look really nice in the crease. But also a bronzer will be just as good. I'm going to prime my eyes with the e.l.f. Mineral Eyeshadow Primer. And I'm using a lot of e.l.f. in this, but I just got a bunch of new e.l.f. products, so this stuff is great for being, I don't know, $3. I'm going to start off with this shade right here. It's just a really pretty gold bronzy color. I love it. And I'm going to use a bigger shadow brush. I'm just going to put it on my whole eyelid. I'm going to take a smaller shadow brush and take the second to darkest color right here. It's just it's like a darker bronzy color. It's really pretty. I'm gonna put it on the outside of my eye. Alright, now I'm taking a pencil brush and taking the darkest color, and I'm going to put it in my crease and like the outer V of my eye and my bottom lash line. So yeah, it's just a really nice, simple, bronzy eye. And yeah, these are like shimmery, but they're not like glitter, so it doesn't look, you know, too overwhelming, which I love. So I'm gonna take the lightest shade in the palette, it's like a white, and highlight my inner corner. isn't Drugstore, but I'm going to use some Fix Plus. And I'm going to wet my brush and go back into this color and just kind of intensify it a little bit. I think they'll be really pretty. You obviously don't have to do this. They look great and pigmented on their own. I just kind of want to amp it up a little. And you can put like eye drops or contact solution or something on your brush to wet it. Just don't do water because that can kind of ruin the eyeshadow, especially like higher end ones. You don't want to ruin it. But I'm just gonna spray a little bit of that. So yeah, that just kind of amped it up a little bit. Alright, so for mascara, I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I just did a first impression on this mascara, so if you want to see what I think of it, I will link that one below too. So yeah. Alright, so that is the mascara on. Alright, now on to lips. I'm going to be using the new Wet n Wild lipstick. This is in 503C, Will You Be With Me. It's just a really pretty mauvey, pinky nude. I don't know, I just love it. I've been using it a ton. Alright, so this is the final look. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!